Hello fellow travelers and welcome to another episode of Genshin Tonight, and in the next 60 minutes tonight, sit back, relax and enjoy the program. Last week after Dr. Baishu, we headed to Inazuma and unexpectedly we get to meet Yoimiya from the Naganohara fireworks shop. Later on, because she thought of traveling to another nation where we can get to see Meteor Shower, which is one of Yoimiya's goals, and now we're heading to another destination in mind, Sumeru.
Wow, so this is Sumeru?
Yes, it is
Huge.
Sumeru.
Is the port built on top of it? And this place is amazing!
I think this
way
is the
bigger than
port
Richam's
area
port.
of
There are
Sumeru,
also
isn't it?
stores here.
Where you can get to see
There's more cool
shops.
stuff for you to see.
Port
Where
Ormos,
you
yes. Port Ormos.
This place is
Port
awesome.
Ormos.
I had
Okay.
heard people describe it, but nothing beats seeing a place for yourself. If I hadn't seen the port with my own eyes, I could never have imagined such a place. So, the school you were talking about, the academia, is it here?
Nope, we have to head north from here and follow the river to reach Sumeru City.
Sumeru City, huh? I guess it's even more impressive than here? Even bigger? Oh, I wonder if it's as grand as Sangonomiya Shrine.
Let's just see.
Why don't we go to Sumeru City? Oh, I'm so excited that I don't even know what I should be doing anymore.
The important thing about going on a trip is to enjoy yourself. You don't have to think so hard.
I'm just worried that if we don't get down to business soon, we'll take up too much of your time. But if you insist, then let's look around.
Explore around Sumeru, girl. You wanted to go there.
Welcome to Akara Crabs. Feel free to have a look around.
Aranara! Oh my gosh.
They're so cute.
When you head to that quest and you get to meet different Aranara
Their
creatures,
designs are based on
they're
the
so
fairy
cute.
tales that
Trust me,
circulate
they're
amongst
so
children.
cute.
So they're very popular with them. Miss, are you from Inazuma? Well, this would be a great gift for you to bring back home.
How did you know
I
her?
know about Aranara. You two told me about them on the ship. I didn't think they'd be so cute. No wonder the kids like them. Oh, they're all so pretty. Let me
Really?
take a better look.
Paimon knew Yoimiya would like this kind of thing. But even she might have a hard time seeing a real Aranara. Yeah, sorry, Yoimiya. But we need to keep our promise to the Aranara. That said, Paimon doesn't think Yoimiya would mind too much. Her world's already chock full of imaginary creatures.
I think I'll get this one. Ooh, that one. And the other two that you showed me earlier.
You're buying that many?
Yep, I'm going to give them out to Saika and the others. They're going to love them. Oh, and these carvings can also be used as prizes and matches against the Arataki gang. They'd also look great lined up by the window. Think about it. You wake up, and the first thing you see are these adorable critters. When they brighten up your entire day. Okay, thanks. In that case, you take your pick too.
For some reason, Paimon thinks it kinda looks like you, Yoimiya.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does.
Hello, Nara Paimon. My name is Aramia.
Looks like you've been enjoying it, Aramia.
Really good. Wow, great memory. We only talked about Aranara that one time on the boat.
That's because they're so interesting. I'm pretty good at remembering those kinds of things.
Of course. Thank you for your patronage. You all are an entertaining bunch. I hope you enjoy your time here in Sumeru.
Wow, This market is even busier than the one in Port Ormos.
Yep, that is the one. That is Sumeru
Here is the
City.
Academia. Oh, and in that tree trunk is the Grand Bazaar.
Under.
They're both pretty special places.
You know what? In the Grand Bazaar, this is where, remember the last time where you get to see Nilo performed? That's actually at the Grand Bazaar. And it's basically like a stage where like people from Sumeru, especially when festival comes in the city, to perform there.
Paimon doesn't think so.
Won't we stick out if we go in like this?
So even you get shy, huh?
No, that's not what I meant. Let's pretend you're an academia student, hard at work. Then in comes a bunch of outlanders in strange clothes who gawk and run around everywhere.
Oh, Paimon kinda gets what you mean.
I don't think we have to be too self-conscious, but it's still something to keep in mind. Why don't we look around here first? I've been wanting to see the Zubair Theater anyway. As for the academia, let's go once I get myself a set of Sumeru-style clothes.
Alright, but Paimon thinks you're overthinking it. Nilu might have some good recommendations.
Sounds good. If we can watch a performance of hers while we're at it, that'd be even better. Alright, I'll be looking around here. I'm leaving the Meteor Shower inquiry to you two. Thanks a lot.
No problem. We'll be right back. We said we were gonna find someone from Watallahis, but now that Paimon thinks about it, no one really fits the bill. Paimon thinks Alhaitham might know something, but Paimon doesn't want to talk to him. Oh, why don't we just ask around? Maybe we'll run into someone from Watallahis.
Looks like you two are in a pickle. Why not consult someone who always tells you everything she knows?
That's the Dendro Archon of Sumeru, Nahida.
Here.
I'm here to meet with some researchers, but when I saw you two looking so troubled, I decided to follow. Looks like I showed up just in time.
Okay, we might as well tell you. We have a friend who's come to Sumeru.
This is where remember
I see.
Nahida is the one that hosted on one episode for Genshin Tonight. Remember when we did that Nahida story
I
quest?
may have heard that the stars are related
And
to people's fates.
Actually, for Nahida, she has two
If the
story
stars
quests.
dictate destiny,
Okay,
then do you
it's
think that destiny is
interesting
something
because
that is
she's an
unchanging
Archon,
and
and
always follows predicted outcomes?
You have a point.
yeah, it's interesting because she's an Archon, and usually the Archons get to have two story quests. Then it is okay. Remember, this is Yoimiya's second story quest, and Yoimiya broke the barrier. Seemed to broke the barrier that Yoimiya became the first non-Archon to have a second story quest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you two.
If we tell this to Yoimiya, she'll be so disappointed. What now? There has to be something we can do.
Ah, yes. Remember, Yoimiya is considered to be like the Inazumian fireworks girl. That's why she's very, very interested in fireworks. And I think, remember in the last episode, we discovered that Yoimiya is also seems to be interested in wanting to see the meteor shower. And meteor showers and fireworks are kind of like similar, but it seems that fireworks were created, were shoot by a man, while the meteor shower happens like naturally from space.
That would be great, Nahida.
Compared to what you've done for me, this is nothing. Use the meteor shower as a pretext to take Yoimiya all around Sumeru. Then, when you're ready, blow this. I'll tell the Arnara in
Oh,
advance. Once they hear the whole story,
They'll
I'm
leave.
sure they'll be willing to help.
Huh. Then the dream will probably be like the one we had in the Avidia Forest, when we first met Hypatia. That was a real shocker. It was hard to tell that we were even in a dream.
Once the meteor shower ends and you all awaken from the dream, she'll probably realize what had happened. If you tell her the truth at that point, she should be a lot less disappointed.
Paimon thinks this is the best way to simulate the meteor shower.
hehehe. Meteor shower simulation, huh?
I'm glad I could help. Still,
Thanks, Nahida.
you two should get this story straight before you join up with your friend. If not, she's gonna see right through everything.
Don't spoil. It's a surprise. Yeah, agreed with Nahida because it's like going to be a surprise thing, huh? Anyways, we'll be right back after the break, so please stay tuned.
If Paimon wanted to go see a meteor shower, the things Paimon would focus on the most would be... Yes, exactly! We'll say we're trying to figure these two things out, but we'll actually be bringing Yoimiya around to see the sights and enjoy local food! Oh, well, easier said than done. We can't be too strict with our pretext, but we can't be sloppy with it either, or she'll see through it. It'd be best if we could take a unique approach to making it fantastical, just like a real fairy tale. This is gonna be hard. Oh, that's right. Don't people also talk about wishing on a shooting star?
Like a
Used
dream.
wishes as the center of our story.
Anyways, speaking of food and local culture, okay, here's a fun fact about Sumeru. Sumeru is basically based off the cultures of the combination of Arab and Indian cultures. So you'll get to experience, spices and something.
As long as we get Yoimiya to enter the dream at night, things will be fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You should know Paimon pretty well by now. All right, let's go. Yoimiya's probably sick of waiting for us.
Thanks so much. If it weren't for your help, I would have gotten lost already.
It's no problem. I'll be heading home then.
Really?
Just a minute. Wait. This is for you. This is
Really?
a fire carving I bought in Port Ormos. I heard it's very popular with kids, so here, have one.
Arnara
I didn't do
carving.
much, really.
It's fine. Take it. Come on. Just look at its big, happy smile.
Oh my god!
Just lay it at home or hang it on your wheelchair. It'll cheer you up. That
By the way,
might
I'm
sound
kinda
so
like
you.
curious.
Why do you have
what
to be
happened
happy
to you,
just because it is? But
by
that's
the way,
magic of a smile. If you don't believe me,
how did
try
you
it.
end up in a wheelchair?
Look at it a few times every day, and you'll understand.
Actually,
Okay.
I feel like I already do. You love talking, and you love smiling too.
That's
just don't understand
Yoimiya.
why you're
She's
so
very enthusiastic.
I've never met anyone like you before. Sorry, I'm not very good with words. But since you say so, I'll accept your gift.
Want me to take you home?
It's okay. I can head back myself.
Oh, great timing, you two.
Who was that kid?
Oh, her? Her name is Aveen. I saw that she was looking quite forlorn, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't feeling left out or alone. She was pretty shy at first, but I explained that I just arrived in Sumeru and had gotten lost, so I needed someone to help guide me. She agreed and we made our way back here. There were so many paths here, and they're all twisty, turny, and up and down. It's hard navigating through them all. No, she didn't want to talk about that, and I didn't ask. I get the feeling that'll bring up some unhappy memories. But if I had to guess, it's probably because she hasn't been able to explore the city for quite some time. All she said was that she's sick and doesn't know when she'll get better. Whenever we passed by busy crowds, she kept turning her head and taking in all the things around her. At first, I thought she was afraid that someone might bump into us. But when I caught a glimpse in her eyes, I only saw yearning and a deep sense of loss.
It's hard not to be down when something like that happens to you.
At first, she didn't really want to say anything to me at all. She just gave me yes and no answers. But what I really saw was just another child, and asked all the same things everyone else did about rugs, spices, cooking, and the differences between here and home.
Yep, that's because
She earned her trust.
Sumeru is basically based off the combination of Arab and Indian cultures. That's why you can get to see carvings, people doing carvings, cooking with spices, and the likes of how Indians and Arabs go with their own culture.
Really? That's great! If I had gone looking for it myself, I'm sure I would have missed it. Huh? What do you mean? They respond to wishes? Huh, I've never heard that one before. So it's not that you wish upon shooting stars, but that wishes summon them? In that case, I was born ready. Don't you worry.
Are you talking about how you want to use the meteor shower as inspiration for fireworks?
That's why I'm here, but I wouldn't call that my wish. I don't think that alone will call the stars down for us, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, she's adding her own spin onto this.
If that's the case, then we'll have to practice wishing a little. Can you two come with me? Let me put my thoughts together and tell me if you understand. As for what my wish is, it's a secret for now.
Yeah, and we'll take the opportunity
What's
to
in your
show you
mind,
some views you've
Yoimiya?
definitely never seen before.
More
Yeah.
places to see? All right, let's go. Oh, is that what you two were talking about? Amazing. It's huge. Wait, it's not going to suddenly start moving, right?
Relax, it's completely still, and it's been ages.
That's true. It's green from all the overgrowth on it. All right, let's go. Now, this will make for quite the story. Whew, I didn't think we'd be able to climb all the way up here. What a great view! I just want to shout at the top of my lungs.
Really?
Yeah, and even though we might not be viewing the meteor shower from here, it's a good place to practice.
Oops, I was having too much fun and almost forgot about that. Before I left Inazuma, many people heard that I was looking for a meteor shower. So they told me that they wanted to make wishes. I told them that they could write their wishes down on paper. So I ended up collecting several dozens of wishes.
Whoa, that many?
That's part of it, but more importantly, I've been wondering why people link meteor showers and wishes in the first place. After a lot of thought, I think I figured it out. People use fireworks to remember their most precious memories, and these memories sparkle and shine each time the fireworks fly. In other words, fireworks symbolize the past. And shooting stars make people think of wishes, because wishes carry people's brilliant hopes and expectations for the future. One represents the past, and the other the future. They both bloom in the sky, but have completely different meanings behind them. It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's clear to me that I'm not the only one holding this belief. I'm sure my ancestor had similar views. I think that's how he drew inspiration from the meteor shower. His method was a wish of sorts to begin with, to join the past and future together and combine their beauty. At first, I wasn't completely serious about using the opportunity to travel abroad to see a meteor shower. But it became something like a mission once everyone had handed their wishes over to me.
Yoimiya. Well said. And here Paimon thought you needed practice.
Huh? That was fine? You both understand what I'm trying to say? Honestly, I thought it was pretty messy. I mean, these are all abstract topics that evoke a sense of admiration that's hard to put into words.
Traveler?
I did consider that possibility, and I won't lie. It'd be a real bummer if that were the case. I know that's the most realistic conclusion, and it's not like luck has to be on my side. But there's a premise to every legend, and that's belief. If I didn't take this step, it's not like a meteor shower would just rain upon me either. I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have known that they respond to wishes, and I wouldn't have seen all these beautiful sights in Sumeru. So I'm looking forward to the rest of our journey. Every single step of it.
You really are amazing, Yoimiya.
What?
Oh, nothing. Paimon just thinks you're doing a good job with the wishes. Now we just need one other thing. Like we said earlier, we're gonna need to build a device. Yep, and once we use it to create an observation device, we can find where the meteor shower will be.
I see. The purest ore. Then why don't we go back to Sumeru City and ask the blacksmith? I chatted with him a bit when Aveen was showing me around. He seems really knowledgeable. I bet he'll know something.
But wouldn't we be bothering him?
No one knows more about ore than a blacksmith.
That's true.
Let's go! I wish we could fly over.
What are we gonna do? If we really ask the blacksmith, he's gonna give us funny looks for sure. You're right. Paimon will do her best not to say anything wrong. At first, Paimon felt bad about keeping Yoimiya in the dark. But now, it feels like we made the right decision. Yep, that's why we're doing all this.
You want to use the purest material to create a star observation device? That pair of specially crafted lenses should do the job. However, purest material is too vague. It'd be better if you were more specific. Firstly, this all sounds rather, strange. I never heard that legend about meteor showers. You sure you're not just messing with me?
Sorry for the trouble, but we are kinda messing with someone.
Sorry, Inazoom was pretty far, so maybe some key information got lost across the ocean. Still, I want to at least give it a shot. Even though the information's vague, can you help us at all?
Well, sure. Why don't I use some materials that might fit the bill and create up a mock-up device for you?
That'd be great! Thanks so much for your help.
No need to be so polite. You're my customer. Also, this kind of project is a nice change of pace.
Maybe we can just pick a random one. It's not like we're really gonna use it anyway.
No, that won't do. I don't think I can justify that to myself. If these were for ordinary use, then it'd be acceptable. Barely. But if you want a product that is top-notch, this is far from ideal.
Why are you so interested all of a sudden? Yeah, what now?
Don't worry too much about the material. If you think it'll be difficult to obtain, we can get it for you. I want to try all our options.
Since we're on the topic of legends, allow me to tell you one about blacksmiths. All of us in Sumeru know about this legendary forging material. It possesses excellent properties that are matched by no other. Using it to forge something is every blacksmith's dream. Some spend their entire lives searching for this material in vain, while others have it in their possession, yet never use it in their forge.
Huh? Why's that?
That's because the material is too precious. Many believe themselves unworthy to work with it due to a lack of skill. In other words, not only does it represent the pinnacle of material quality, but also the culmination of a smith's skills. I constantly practice and hone myself, so when I do encounter this material, we won't pass each other by like two ships in the night.
Wow.
So, you mean that it symbolizes dreams?
Dreams, inspiration, obsession, focus. Call it what you want. But if you take it to symbolize purity, then I believe it is your goal as well. We call it Earthstone, but in truth,
You
neither I
know,
nor my colleagues have ever seen it.
well, let me share
It's
some of my
more like a
input
goal,
now.
and also a warning.
This fits
Don't you
perfectly
know,
with the
if
tale of the
you
meteor
dream
shower.
something or you got
Then, why don't we go
inspired,
looking for it?
that would,
Isn't it
soon,
something we can find?
if ever, that will serve as your
Exactly. We're
motivation.
chasing down a legend after all. What's true or not doesn't matter as much. If we do find it, that's a big win for us. And if we don't, maybe we can still find something that could be used as a substitute.
So if you want to make your dreams or your goals come true,
Excuse me,
or
if I might intrude,
come
have
to
you seen a
life,
child in a wheelchair?
a little advice for you. Start something
she and I were hanging
even
out not
just
that long ago.
small,
What's the matter?
or based from
Do you know where
whatever
she went?
resources you
She hasn't
have.
returned home yet.
Like me, this is what I'm doing.
I wonder why.
No.
When we split up, she said she was heading home.
Based on whatever resources,
dear.
it created this broadcast
I'm sorry if I seem
for
worked out.
Genshin Tonight
I'm
and
Avine's
soon
mother.
for
She's
other
been
Chan TV
depressed ever since she
programs
fell ill and was forced to use a wheelchair.
and special
I'm
events as
concerned
well,
about her mental
like
health.
Made a Cute Birthday
If she does something reckless because she's not in a
and
good state of
welcome
mind,
It's okay.
year
Don't worry.
oh,
We'll help you
when
find
it
her.
comes to
I can't
New
say
Year
that I know her
program.
very well, but I think she just has a lot on her mind and is trying to come to terms with her feelings.
that's reassuring. She doesn't want to tell me anything, probably because she thinks nothing she says would make either of us feel better. But I can't tell what she's thinking if we don't communicate. I'm worried that I'll panic and make things worse by saying the wrong thing.
Don't worry. I'm sure she has a reason for wanting some space to herself at the moment. We should just be open and understanding with her. But that does bring me to a question I've been mulling over in my head. Do you think there's something else going on in her life?
Not that I'm aware of. I just know the illness was a big blow to her. She's always been physically active. She absolutely loved to run and jump, and she told me that she wanted to become a great adventurer someday. But after she became ill, she lost strength in both legs. She hasn't been able to stand since. We've consulted with countless doctors, but they're all stumped. They said all she can do is slowly recuperate. No one can say for sure if she'll ever stand or walk again. She believes that her legs will never recover, and her dreams of seeing the world would be forever shattered. This was all too sudden, too unfair.
Okay, I understand. I'll find a way to bring her around. Sorry, but it looks like we'll have to put our meteor shower search on hold.
We're coming
Aww.
with you.
Oh, is it because of the
Mr. Blacksmith,
child,
seeing a
the
child
kid
in a
you
wheelchair?
met from
Sorry, afraid not.
earlier?
I've been keeping my eyes
earlier?
on my anvil. But you're looking for someone, I suggest dropping in on Sadeg. He's my supplier. If anyone's aware of the comings and goings in Treasure Street, it'd be him.
Do you know where we can find him?
He's probably resting just over there.
Genshin Tonight will
It's
be
not
right
far.
back, so please stay tuned.
Got it. Thanks for your help with everything.
Excuse me? Have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. I was
excuse me? Have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. I was moving some boxes at the time and I saw her pushing her wheelchair so hard she was panting. I asked if she needed help, but she didn't respond, as if she didn't hear me.
Sounds like there really was something on her mind.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too. What's wrong? Did she go missing?
Yes, so we're looking for her.
I see. That's rather worrying. I know. I'll ask my friends and see if they know anything. She went that way. If you ask people as you go, hopefully you'll track her down.
Okay, thanks. If you find out anything, don't forget to tell the people with the green scarves.
You mean the core of 30. Don't worry, I got it.
Excuse me, we're looking for a child in a wheelchair?
Oh, I remember her. She went that way not too long ago. I asked her what she was doing. It's my job, after all. She just said she had something important to do and didn't want to be disturbed.
That seems a little weird.
Whatever the case, she left the city. If you follow that road, you should be able to find her.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot. Hello there. Did a child in a wheelchair pass this way?
A wheelchair? Oh, so that's what it was. I didn't get a good look, but something going pretty fast went sliding down that slope over there.
Oh no, how dangerous.
For sure. There's terrain of all sorts outside the city, and if that was the kid...
Got it. It was over there, right? We'll be going now. Thanks.
Hey, are you alright?
I fell off my wheelchair. I can't move around without it.
Are you okay?
Why? Why?
It's okay. You're okay. You're not hurt. I'll take care of her. Can you two look for her wheelchair?
No problem. We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Something important to do and you ended up stumbled. Don't do that, okay? You will get hurt.
All right, we're in luck. Looks like the wheelchair's still working.
Say thank you to
That's good.
the traveler and
Or
Paimon.
else my family would have to pay for another one.
You feeling any better? I know that must have been really scary for you. It's all right. You're safe now. We'll bring you back.
Also, another point,
Do you feel
Avin,
okay telling me
it's
why
your
you had to come
name.
here despite the risks? If you don't want anyone else to know, we'll definitely keep it a secret.
That's right. You can trust us.
The Aranara carving. My bestest friend. He went missing.
The
Oh!
one I gave you?
Yeah. My illness is really bad. It's not just my legs. I've forgotten a lot of stuff too. I used to love
Whoa.
running. I loved the feeling it gave me, and the sound of wind rushing by my ears.
So is this how you ended up in a
Higher those
wheelchair?
memories get. I'm starting to forget how it feels to love something.
Whoa,
But when I saw that wood carving,
poor little
I
kid.
remembered that I once had a best friend. He'd always run with me.
Wait, was he an Aranara? Paimon meant that it couldn't have been an Aranara, right? They're just fairy tale characters.
Oh,
But they aren't. They're real. They couldn't be more real.
Hey, I understand. Okay, let's calm down. Tell us what happened so we can help you.
and also don't
Sorry.
push yourself
I
too
got
hard,
carried
okay?
away. And I don't have any evidence to show you. Everyone says
Aww.
you can't see Aranara anymore once you become an adult. You have to say goodbye to your Aranara friends forever. I can't remember his name or how he looked like. And soon, I'll even forget that he used to run with me. I don't want to become an adult. Not like this.
I understand now. When you saw that carving, you were reminded of your friend. You came out here to look
Your
for him and
Arnar
remember
friend?
that friendship. No matter how difficult things got. Isn't that right?
Yes. I want to see him. I want to tell him that I'm not angry with him. And that I didn't want to break our promise. But then... this happened. I'm not angry with him. Not at all.
Cheer up. Something beautiful has happened.
Beautiful.
That's right. You remembered something about the Arnara, haven't you? Once you start remembering more things, you'll be able to find your friend again. And I'll help you.
Yoimiya, does this mean that you can also see Arnara?
Sorry, I don't know if I can. I've only just arrived in Sumeru. Maybe I haven't seen one yet, or maybe I can't see them at all. But that doesn't matter. Whether I can see them or not doesn't change my belief that you can.
What do we do? Paimon really wants to help her. She didn't deserve any of this. Not her illness, or being separated from her friend. But...
Huh? Me? Sure. Sorry. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. What's wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, did you think I was overpromising back there? Don't worry, I have experience with this kind of thing. To her, reuniting with her R&R friend is the result. But recapturing her past joy and belief in herself is the process. And that's where our help is needed. I'm guessing that her sudden illness made her feel like she may not be able to realize her dreams anymore. It also made it difficult for her to hold on to the happy memories and dreams she had. Everyone has their own imagination. After some chance coincidence, she met Naranara. So as long as we
It's
help
just
her
like
rediscover that same feeling she once
talking
had,
about the
Naranara
process
will return naturally.
is some sort of
so that's what you're thinking.
getting yourself reminded
Adults
every
only
time
believe in
when
objective
there is
reality. In
something
doing so,
that you might
they
get
may
reminded of.
unintentionally do harm to the innocent fantasies of children. But I think there are ways to get even subjective things back. So, how about it? Want to help me out?
Looks like all this excitement made you forget your original goal again.
If we didn't do anything to help, I wouldn't be able to watch a meteor shower, even if it appeared right now. And would the stars really want their caller to have such a heartless soul? What are you trying to say?
Because we can actually summon the Aranara.
Really?
Just watch. We have some tricks up our sleeves.
That's the Aranara theme tune,
Oh,
by the way.
So, this is an Aranara.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. Sorry about these
I'm the
technical
one who should be
issues
apologizing.
here.
Sorry, let me explain. I know that you only want to be seen by people you trust. It's rash of me to butt in. But this girl once had an Aranara as her best friend, and they haven't met in a very long time. She's been quite ill, and her world has been turned upside down.
When you
so long
lost
since she's been able to see
someone
her friend that
special
even her memory
and
of him
you
has become
wanted to come back,
Parting with a friend like that is
well,
too sad, and she never wanted that to happen.
you wanted to have like be reunited with the person.
That's why I want to help her. Her world is still very small. Too small for all the sadness she has to bear. As things are, all she can do is sit alone and think about how happiness is leaving her little...
Okay, I'm kinda out of words actually, but what Yoimiya's trying to say is about when you got reminded of someone, it's the process, right? Anyways, yeah, But anyway, Genshin Tonight will be back right after the break, so stay with us. Welcome back to Genshin Tonight, and as you can see here, we're going to finish Yoimiya's story quest on the next episode, next week. And what are you seeing right now is the first character I got from Fontaine. Say hello to a new character, Lynette. Let's go, Lynette. Okay, and as you can see, we are just from the side of Sumeru, from a desert area of Sumeru, where we're gonna be heading towards to Fontaine. And by the way, right after Yoimiya's story quest, we are going to the new Archon quest that will let us discover in the nation of Fontaine. And just to give you a little bit of background, Fontaine is considered to be the nation of justice, and that is alternatively we can call that as the Hydro Nation. Okay, this is where you're gonna be heading forwards from the side of Sumeru Desert to Fontaine. So that's why we need to use Wave Rider Waypoint. Okay, and get the boat. That's it. Let's drive in. Let's drive in using the boat. Oh, and by the way, if you have noticed, why is there like a water fountain, wait, not water fountain, but a waterfall right there towards that place? Because this is the area where you're gonna be diving, which we're going to, which you will soon experience that. Oh, by the way, and there's the first hydroculus that you're going to see right there. Let's get the first hydroculus. Come on. There you have it. You got the first hydroculus. Thank you, Lynette. Okay, and this is on the way to the entrance. Okay, I think this will stop there. That's not the entrance area. You'll have to use the stairs. Yeah. Is that the guard, Fontaine? Oh, and you're going to ride on the elevator. Interesting. So that at least you can get up there. Also, on the next episode after Yoimiya's story quest, we're going to watch the Traveler being resonated with Hydro. Although I don't have her twin Linny right now, but still, at least. That's the second Hydroculus. The boat. And this is where we head to the first area of Fontaine, using the statue of the seven. And another interesting fact here is that since the version 4.0 launch, this is where it gets different. You'll get to see, we say goodbye to the traditional old graphics when it comes to choosing your teams. This is the updated stance, and you can see there based on the character's motives, and the background is before the background is usually some sort of purple with graphics, a purplish something. But when it comes to background, since the version 4.0 update, it's going, okay, the version 4.0 update, it is where we're gonna have a stance like that. Oh, and here comes the Traveler with the Statue of the Seven. Yeah, the background since the version 4.0 update is based on which area are you in right now. So Statue of the Seven is about to open. It's another area. And there you have it. The first area of Fontaine opens. And that's it for another episode of Genshin Tonight. Storytelling from the world of Teyvat continues as we explore and witness every story that counts across 7 nations. This is Shanoshino, your fellow traveler, saying thank you for watching, and see you next week, and farewell, fellow travelers.